Hi, good morning everybody. Welcome to another Patriot Day, September the 11th, 2022. Happy 9/11, or so-called. I hope everyone has a joyous 9/11, remembering all the fallen firefighters, first responders, and all the people lost that day in 2001. But it's the 21st anniversary. Yeah, 21 years ago. 21 years ago, lives were lost in the Twin Towers in New York when the Twin Towers fell. So I salute all the fallen, whether it be first responders, police, fire, EMTs, or civilians. I salute you and pray that you are watching over each and every one of us as we move on another year after that tragedy. And speaking of moving on, I don't know whether you know, I recorded all this week's videos on Monday. I think it was Monday. I believe I recorded it all on Sunday or Monday. I don't know. Sunday night, Monday morning, something like that. But, don't know whether you know, I traveled up to Georgia on Wednesday. Wednesday morning we left out, and we got to where we were going about that's somewhere around about 2 o'clock to where we were going. So we left the house about 7 that morning, and it was about 2 o'clock when we finally got stopped for a little while. And we sat there at my uncle's house until between 4 and 4:30 we left the house. We had a long trek to get back to the funeral home to go to the viewing. Then we had the viewing, and we left the viewing and went up to a hotel, got a room, everything. Then we went out, got something to eat, come back, and we slept the night. And oh man, did I ever sleep! It's just gonna be a little long so I can let everybody know how my trek went. Then we got up Thursday. I had to get rushed out of the room for about 15-20 minutes. The people were there to do their little normal daily cleaning, like vacuuming, straighten the beds up, like most hotels do. And they got out, we back in, we got finished doing what we had to do. We got dressed because I got a shower that morning, but we finally got dressed and everything, got everything ready. We got into the car, went back over to the funeral home, had the funeral. Then we left the funeral. We had this long trek to go from the funeral home into Warner Robins, because we were in Macon. So we was following the procession, and we never thought we'd ever get to the cemetery. Finally got to the cemetery, got all parked, and got out and had our little service there. And just a short little 15-minute service, 15, 30, 20 minutes. Then we sat around talking to the family members and everything. And then we decided to leave to go back to the hotel. We were going to go back to the hotel, but we had a few other places we wanted to. Well, we rode. We went back to a store we recognized. We hadn't been there in a while, so we knew where we were. We went back to the store, and they had Crystals, the little hamburgers. They had a Crystal restaurant there, and we went in, had some Crystals. Hadn't had Crystals in a while. We had one here in Leesburg, and something other, they closed it down, and now some kind of seafood place is in the building it was in. So, but we hadn't had crystals in a while, so we had crystals and got back in the car and drove on into Macon. We found the old flea market we used to go to on Saturdays there in Warner Robins. That was still the same way we remember it, 20-something years ago. It's been a long time, but the place is still going. It's called Smiley's. Smiley's Flea Market. And look it up if you would like to. But it's in Warner Robins. So. Well, we drove, and finally got back into Macon, and finally got back to the road where the hotel was. Went back to the hotel, and basically we crashed. Got up Friday morning, got out of there before checkout, so we got our stuff in the car, the stuff we brought, put it in the car, got going down the road. I went over and hit I-75, went on over to hit I-16 to go down to my old stopping grounds in Dublin, where I went to high school at. Went in, I got off at an exit to go to the bathroom, restroom, and had to fix something on my motor, because I had a light on. I couldn't get it to go off, so means to say I had to undo the battery and put it back on to get it to reset it. So, and then I went on down to went on into town, drove around a little bit, and saw some familiar places. It's like, wow, it's still here. Like, whoa. Then we went on down the road and come out, and found out where they put the Walmart at, because it wasn't there where we left it. It was on down the road a little bit. So we stopped there at Walmart, went shopping. And if you check my Facebook page, you'll see 2 school hoodies that I bought. A little bit pricey, but hey, I hadn't bought nothing from my high school, with my high school name on it, since I left school. Since I left the area in, what was it, 03? Yeah, I moved up to North Georgia in 03. So I hadn't bought nothing. Well, maybe I bought something up in North Georgia, because probably a hat that I found at a hat shop. And I think it was in Georgia, so I was able to get it or whatever. I think. My memory's not too well back then, but my mother said we should have drove on out to the school just to see the school while we were there. But I drove around, hit the what they call the 441, the road that comes down here to Leesburg. I hit the bypass and went over to the main drag, went across the interstate, we had to go down to McRae to the funeral home where my grandmother and my grandfather where their funerals were, where they went through to be buried. My mom went to find the information to pay for the grandmother's plot. It never got paid for, and they repossessed the stone, which I never heard of them doing that. But got there and went back to a store, so I go to the restroom again, and then we went back out. We went out to the cemetery to see the plot. Couldn't hardly get to it because they had since we were there, they put a whole plot right there in the middle of the road. So you had to get out to where we were, had to walk over and find it, because it was hard to find with just my grandfather's stone there. So, but what they did, they put 2 rocks right there on the ground where my grandmother's buried at her plot. That way, when they bring the stone back, they know where it's supposed to go, and it gives other people knowing there's somebody else buried there. So, and lo and behold, we went up to my aunt's funeral. They found out a month before my mother's youngest brother passed away too. So that's 2. Since my brother's passed, that's 3 family members in the past year. Oh boy, it's just great. We go to have 2, now we got 3, and we didn't know nothing about him. My uncle Danny, that's what his name was. Daniel Faulkner. Not, it's not the one. It's my cousin. This is, but we don't know. Don't know what happened. We just found out from another family member that she had saw it online. She looked it up and found it. Like, and they had nobody to get. But we left Dublin. We went down to McRae, got that done, and then I drove around McRae a little bit just to familiarize myself, since I never drove through there. I've been in a lot of places. I've never drove there before, so I just wanted to relive some memories. And we went back to the grocery store called the Piggly Wiggly. We ain't been to one of those stores since we left Dublin, but there was one there. So, but Mom had me go check for something we've been trying to kind of locate it, and lo and behold, they had some. It's like, so we went and bought some, and I bought another item that I hadn't been able to find anywhere, and this is the first time I found it, so I got it. So, but we left there and went down. What was it? Kept going down 441. We got into Douglas. We went and had to get some gas, had to get some fuel. Then we went up and got something to eat, and then we got down the road, and I had to work myself over to Tifton from Douglas to get to the interstate, because I know if I get to the interstate, then I got a more straighter shot. Well, got on the interstate, got going, and finally, by the time we got to the state line, it started coming down in rain. And my headlights don't work as good as they're supposed to, but but that rain just got so hectic, I could not see and everything. I kept having to stop several times. Stopped one time to go to the bathroom, and I got back on the interstate, and I just said, heck with this. So I got off the interstate and went down this road and kept going on. Where is the daggum main highway? There's supposed to be a main highway over here. I kept going, and I finally pulled off, looked it up, bam. I put it on directions. I got worked myself back over, got me into 441 going into Gainesville. And I said, once I got to that road, I knew where I was going. I knew where I was. So, got back to 441. We just followed 441 on down. Got back down here into my neck of the woods, and got back here to the house. And it was almost midnight time we got home. Or maybe about midnight we got home. So we left, what was it, 9-10 o'clock that morning from the hotel, and it was midnight before we got home. That was a long trek. And that rain was making it worse when I couldn't hardly see on that road. So, but once we got out of that rain and it fine, I was fine. I guess I have a problem with the rain at night. Rain during the day don't bother me, but rain at night, oh, I guess I have to go to an eye doctor to figure that out. So, but I hope you have a good joyous 9/11 today. And let's get back to what I was here originally. I'm sorry I rambled for 15 minutes, but I had to let you know what was going on. But I thank you for all the prayers for the journey on Wednesday, and then the journey coming back. Thank you to whoever did so. But today we're going to be talking about episode 8. Let me see, where was I? 839 part 1. And today we're going to be talking about deliverance from fear. I won't take very much longer. And we're beginning with Psalm 34:4, which will also be on the Psalm playlist. and it's from Henry M. Morris. So if you're excited, smash the like button. I know I should have said that at the beginning, but I just started rambling and forgot. But smash the like button. Don't forget to smash the like button. Comment your fondest memories of that day of 9/11, when that happened. Where were you when the world stopped turning on that September day? When the towers fell. Where were you? But subscribe if you do, turn on notifications, share the video and channel with your family and friends. Help me reach the 25 to 30 subscriber mark by October the 1st. So, without further ado, let's have deliverance from fear. Hope you enjoy my setup. It's a little bit off the wall, but it's working. So, and my little crazy little hat. I had to turn it sideways because it makes it look cool. I should turn it that way, so when I look at it, it's like the way I want it. But hey, I like it this way. When I look back at it, this will be on the opposite side of the screen. So, but it is what it is. But I guess because I should have had it on this side, so when I look at it, it'll be like I want it. But oh well, it is what it is. Okay. Psalm 34:4. I sought the Lord, and He heard me and delivered me from all my fears. So there are many things in such a world as ours that can bring fear into human hearts. Fear of want, fear of war, fear of rejection, fear of the dark, fear and multitude of others. Some fears are rational, some are foolish, but all are very serious to those who experience them. So the good news of the gospel, however, can set us free from every fear. Remember that fear entered the world when sin entered the world. I was afraid, Adam explained when God found him hiding in the garden after eating the forbidden fruit. Genesis 3:10. The second reference to fear in the Bible, on the other hand, was when the word of the Lord came unto Abram in vision, saying, Fear not, Abram, I am thy shield and thy exceeding great reward. Genesis 15:1. So the Lord protects us and provides for us. We have His word in need. Fear no evil. Psalm 23 verse 4. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. He restores my soul. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. There's a verse. I was trying to figure it out. So at least 19 times in the New Testament we hear the words, fear not or be not afraid on the lips of Christ. And whenever phobias beset us or fears discourage us, deliverance is ours. When we seek the Lord, so then we may boldly say, the Lord is my helper, I will not fear what man shall do unto me. Hebrews 13:6. So even if we must sometimes suffer for the righteousness' sake, happy are ye, and be not afraid of their terror, neither be troubled. 1 Peter 3:14. Oh, I'm trying to figure out how they did that, but that little mark next to righteousness is a. Sometimes you put words with the S on the end, but you put the apostrophe on the opposite side of the S instead of between the. So like let's say if you put Jesus' sake, you put the mark next to the last S on Jesus. Instead of putting two S's, you put just a mark there. That's what it is. If something comes up with an S and you got to have a personal type pronoun or to say it's so-and-so's sake or something, you have to put you don't have to put the other S, you just put the apostrophe in it. But other times you put the S, the apostrophe S. So perhaps the greatest fear of all is the fear of death, but the Lord delivers us even from this fear. For He has conquered death in His glorified body. He has said, Revelation 1:17 and 18, Fear not, I am the first and the last. I am He that liveth and was dead. And behold, I am alive forevermore. Amen, amen, and have the keys of hell and death. Amen. So, coming up tomorrow in another fantastic Monday, September the 12th, 2022, episode 840, part 1, we're going to be talking about those who depart. So, beginning with 1 John 2:19, compiled from Henry M. Morris. So stay tuned to that. I'll get to that later tonight, but you'll see that one tomorrow. I'll also get to the Tuesday. I'll try to record the Tuesday videos as well at the same time. So that's usually what I do. Sundays are by themselves, then Monday and Tuesday videos together, Wednesday, Thursdays together, and then Friday, Saturdays together. But last week, being the way I did it, I recorded every one of them, had them ready to go, and then all I had to do was fix them up a little bit and post them, which I know I did yesterday's morning video didn't get posted until 2-3 o'clock, and then the evening video was out at the normal time, but I overslept and forgot to get it put up. I was so tired Friday night. I was too tired. I was just enough tired where I couldn't go ahead and get the videos ready to go for Saturday, but I love you. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Sorry for the longer video, but hope you enjoyed it. Keep on keeping on a trusted God, and He'll keep you safe in all you say and do in 2022 and beyond. And until later, peace out, everybody. So long, farewell. Come back again at 1:45 today for episode 839 part 2, and we'll have compassion over bitterness from Wynn Collier, derived from Ephesians 4:25 through 32, right? Yeah, 25 through 32. So stay tuned. I'll get to that in just a few minutes, but you'll see that today after 1:45. So with that said, God bless everyone. God bless America. And I'll see you later. I salute you. Goodbye.